on the deck here. Today is actually December 13th. We should say the date. Today is December 13th.
Today's your episode of On the Deck. It is December 13th, Tuesday, 2022.
Nice, very good. Yes. This is On the Deck, put on by KPFA Radio at 94.1 FM. Anything we say here, you can log on to our post, log on to our website, kpfa.org. I want you to know that, hello, everybody. My name is mikO Tolliver, and you can find me around on the interwebs at mikO Tolliver with 2 L's. It's very important. Yes, 2. And I am here with our interim general manager, Antonio Ortiz, who gives you all, make sure we do everything correctly here at On the Deck, because we are a show about giving you information from the station, updates on events that we've done, great shows that have been put on. But today, I think we're here on a serious note, right, Antonio?
Well, there are many serious notes, but one serious note is you probably, if you're listening to us, well, you're most likely listening to us on the air, hearing some information about what's going on at the station that you know and love. And yes, unfortunately for KPFA, Pacifica had lost a lawsuit, and the settlement, the U.S. Marshals decided to come in to our accounts to be able to pay for that settlement. And so unfortunately for KPFA, we're in a position where we need your funds more than ever to help us survive through this.
Now, this is not a fundraiser. Just remember. So we're not actually here asking you for funds. We're actually here to tell you what's going on at KPFA. So just reminders, if you're out there listening, oh, they're trying to fundraise. No, we're not actually. We're not going to tell you not to donate to us though, but that's actually not what we're here. We're here to let you know what's going on at KPFA, this situation. And just so you know, because we are a radio station that's been around for 73 years.
Yeah.
And so I guess
Can I just say thank you for pointing that out, because we're in different platforms that we're not allowed to do that.
Yes.
And so thank you for bringing up my mistake.
This is you know what? See,
this is new.
Well, you see, that is that's funny you say it is new, because KPFA, it is a listener supported station, and that is how it raises its money, like from fund drives. But as we're doing more video content, as we're doing more social media content, and we're reaching out there, this is actually our, I guess I don't want to say it's our anti-fundraising show, but it's a non-fundraising show. This is a show strictly about informing you as a KPFA community member of just what's going on. Because I feel like if it's going to be listener supported and it's going to be a community run station, well, you guys should know, well, what's the word on the street? And the word on the street is, here's how the story was told to me. I was actually at the craft fair, right? And we were setting up, and I was like, sweet, this is going to be fun. I get a phone call, beep, 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 hello. And it's another social media coworker in our social media department who says, I just want to let you know that I just got off of the phone with our chief engineer, and he let me know that come January 1st, we might be out of a job. And I was like, what? And then he goes, yeah, apparently U.S. Marshals showed up to, what radio station was it? They showed up to like WBAI or something like that. Boom, boom, boom.
Well, I don't know about that detail.
Okay, not that detail. But anyway.
What we'll say to everyone out there, because there's a lot of information that gets said or not said in a way that is either correct or incorrect. But Pacifica, our parent organization, and it's not a secret, has had financial problems and continues to have that. And unfortunately, it's affecting KPFA. And so, that's where we're at. And for us that are in the building, or not only in the building, but for us who are in charge of ensuring that the station continues, we just have to make hard decisions and figure out what that's going to look like for the future. That being said, maybe when I first heard about it, I reacted thinking, oh, this is the end. But to be honest, there's a lot of people who support KPFA. I saw that myself at the crafts fair. People who would come to me and say, I support the station. I want it to survive, this and that. And so I do know that the station will survive. And for listener-sponsored radio, there's a lot of listener-sponsored radio stations out there that are supported by the community. So I don't necessarily see KPFA going away. It's just going to be different than what it is today or what it had been a year ago.
You totally took the romance out of my story. I was trying to make it all dramatic. And I was like, okay, so anyway, yeah. So U.S. Marshals show up to the station. Boom, boom, boom. That's why I did that.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yes. And then they were like, we're here to collect. And then so they seized
Mhm.
$305,000 out of KPFA's accounts.
Mhm. Well, for those of you out there who don't know, we are part of Pacifica. So essentially, KPFA is Pacifica. So if it's an issue with Pacifica and a lawsuit against Pacifica, just know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now back to the story, because I
Mhm.
got to give you're like your management. I'm here for the drama. All right. So so they show up to the door, they seize our
Mm.
money, and wait. So now here, part of the reason why we're telling this, we actually just got
Well,
out of a
we have
staff.
to let people know that there's no really like going to the door.
There's not. Oh, see, that's how it was told to me. That's what I thought. I thought that somebody showed up to a door again,
Mm.
boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
knocked on the door. We're gonna need
Mm.
$300,000, and then, but apparently, I guess so Pacifica like just took it out of the KPFA bank account. Now, as we just got out of a big staff meeting where we were kind of going over the status of the station, which is why you guys are getting and why we were actually a little late today. We were in there with our business manager, who's Maria Negrete, right? And I was kind of like, as I'm playing out the scenario in my mind with the boom, 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 which really was probably them just like, there was a wire transfer. I don't know. It's the digital age. But then I'm thinking of like how long it took for me to get that information and to give it to you guys. But it's like, oh, Maria probably opened up the checking account that day and was just like, all right, gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we down $300,000?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, so because of that, I know that we are actually having to do some layoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really sad. So you're definitely going to see some restructuring around KPFA. I'm still here right now.
Mm-hmm. Our hope is that we continue the operations that we've been doing, providing the content that you have been listening to on 94.1 FM and on the website without any interruption on your end. But that being said, we're in a position that change needs to happen.
But just see, I feel like you guys should know that. You guys
Yeah.
out there in KPFA community land, Berkeley land, around the world, and locally here, because again, we're on the deck here in Berkeley, California, should know what's going on at KPFA. And so if you're just like, I heard this and I heard that, yeah, that was the true thing to hear. We do also have a little news story about it. It's like a 5-minute clip of the actual news story. So we can either send it to you or should we play it?
It's a news story that played on Pacifica
It
Evening
is.
News.
It's a captioned news story. And I think we're gonna go ahead and play that. So you guys get 5 minutes to hear the true story. Let's play that. It's by Corinne Smith, who is a KPFA news anchor. Are we playing it? Do we have it? Do we have it? Oh, we have it. We have it. Oh, wait. I got it. Here we go. Ready?
In September, a federal judge confirmed an arbiter's decision that former Pacifica executive director John Vernile was defamed by New York programmers with WBAI in 2019, who accused him of being hired to sell the station and its signal. The arbiter awarded Vernile $305,000 in damages for defamation. Vernile also claimed wrongful termination after he was fired by the Pacifica Board of Directors over the financial handling of the WBAI station, but the arbiter agreed with Pacifica that that was not the case. This week, U.S. Marshals seized $305,000 of KPFA's assets to pay for the arbitration award, leaving the Berkeley station in a major budget shortfall and beginning the process of layoffs. Pacifica Foundation Executive Director Stephanie Wells declined to comment on the legal case, saying it was still ongoing, but says the impacts are painful for the network.
Anytime that any sort of funds are garnished or a levy or a lien is placed on any of our properties or our accounts, it's extremely nerve-wracking, and when it is when it's detrimental to the employees, it's very painful.
Wells says KPFA assets were seized because they were what's available in Pacifica's bank accounts, even though KPFA was not involved in the court case or dispute.
There's no rhyme or reason to my knowledge as to when an agency is levying funds. They don't pick and choose where they're going to take it. They just have access to all of the checking accounts or all of the accounts that are available and then pull funds from those. For example, earlier in the year, the IRS levied some funds for some past due tax penalties that Pacifica had from, I believe it was 2016 or 2017. So they pulled assets from the national office, WPFW, and KPFT.
Wells says no other funds were seized from any other of the 4 Pacifica stations for this judgment, and she declined to comment on the WBAI programmers involved in the defamation case. Wells says Pacifica is struggling to pay its bills and says the board is taking stock of the network's assets, including the signals for WBAI and KPFK, and potentially selling the Los Angeles station property.
So we have had a valuation report done on the WBAI signal and the KPFK signal, just in case there's discussion or a need for any sort of signal swap. That's the last thing that anybody wants to do, but the board wanted me to get valuation reports on that. And then a motion was passed to get values also on the KPFK building for potential sale.
Wells says if the KPFK station is sold, the $300,000 would be returned to KPFA.
Yes, funds will definitely be replaced, whether that's from whatever sale of an asset that we have. Right now, as I said, we're looking at selling the KPFK building. I've met with 2 commercial brokers and have their valuation reports on that, and then I'll be presenting that to the board this evening, and then the board will make a determination as to whether we are definitely going through with that process or not. But it's the number one priority that those funds will be replaced.
According to court filings, the defamation came from Vernil's decision to replace locally produced WBAI programming in October 2019, 3 months into his term as interim executive director. He cited major financial and compliance issues with WBAI, including loan payments coming due, a non-compliant payroll and gift system, and FCC violations. WBAI successfully sued to block the move. The Pacifica National Board sided with the station and fired Vernil, saying he acted improperly without the board's authorization. He filed an arbitration demand for wrongful termination. WBAI programmers, including the program director, discussed his actions on air, claiming Vernil had been hired to sell WBAI and was part of a group staging a coup. Other programmers called him a rat and a crook, according to court documents. The arbiter ruled Vernil had exceeded his authority and was not wrongfully terminated, but agreed there was no evidence he was hired to take down WBAI and he was defamed by the false statements. Pacifica attorney Arthur Schwartz filed an appeal on Thursday with the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals challenging the monetary judgment. The appeal argues the arbiter found good cause for Vernil's firing, and a defamation case has no place in a wrongful termination arbitration process. In the court filing, Pacifica says the WBAI employees made comments on air 6 weeks after Vernil's firing, and they should be covered by the First Amendment. In the meantime, KPFA staff are feeling the pain of Pacifica's financial crisis and the asset seizure. On Monday, KPFA management announced 10 positions would be laid off, totaling 150 hours effective December 30th, including producers and engineers. However, those cuts must be negotiated with its union, CWA Local 9415. For KPFA News, I'm Corinne Smith.
All right, folks, and we're back. Did you like that? We finally got the news. We had a special news report there for On the Deck. That means we're coming up because all the for real hardcore shows here. It's just
we're getting more content.
We are getting more content. A, number one. B, number two, I feel like it's the real serious shows are but first this update from the news, and then they go to the news and then they come back. And so we've now officially done that. So we are a for real show. But again, back here, I'm mikO Tolliver. And I am here. Again, you can follow me around on, we're on the deck. And you can follow me around at mikO Tolliver with 2 L's. And I'm here with our interim general manager, Antonio Ortiz, as we kind of give you the rundown of the status of the station here with KPFA. And I want you to see we're here with
Mhm.
our manager here. But yeah, just letting you know again. So that was the reason why we just played that special news report, is because why did we play that, Antonio? To let people know what's going on.
Just to let you all know what's happening with the station that you know and love. And so you've probably been hearing things here and there on the air, and just to give you a little bit more information that we can give you here.
Yes. So if you guys are out there watching on our live stream, or if you're watching this after the fact, maybe on Berkeley Community Media or something like that, just so you know what's going on here at the station. But we're still here. We're still committed, right?
Mhm.
We're still committed to KPFA and bring you guys stuff, but just so you know what's going on with the station. And with that, we move into some other bits. I think I'm going to start with first letting you guys know we are still in our fund drive. It's the holiday fund drive. So if you're tuning in to our radio station, you're seeing that happen. It goes until the 16th. And then also we have other updates we have a station holiday. Remember our
Mhm.
station holiday?
Our station holiday is the day before and after Christmas.
Because Christmas
Or
on a
wait, no,
weekend.
Friday. It
Yeah.
was the Friday that, let's look at that. Friday the 23rd and Monday the 26th. That's
Yeah.
when the station officially celebrates by having a day off, which means nothing for everyone who's listening to radio, because you'll still be hearing content on the air. And then
I don't think it means nothing.
it just means people who are working behind the scenes get a day off. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we can announce after that is going to be New Year's, which I'm looking forward to. 2023. We're going to manifest.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we're manifesting right now.
Mhm.
Oh, you know, when I do my New Year's resolution, I start it as soon as I decide, like, this is going to be my New Year's resolution. It isn't like I'm waiting for January 1st and then I'm
Mhm.
going to start doing. No, I start doing it that way. So that way, when January 1st is here, I already have that momentum going.
Mhm.
And so I'm more likely for it to be successful. And this has worked
Mhm.
for years and years and years. So if you guys got your New Year's resolution, I would recommend you start it now.
True.
True.
And then so it's not really a New Year's resolution. It's more of a intention to yourself.
Well, here's a New Year's resolution I have for the station, especially since we're going through issues now with our that big defamation suit, and we pretty much got mugged. I feel like we kind of got robbed a little bit. So we are looking into alternative ways to fund drive in the future. Again, on this show, we don't do any fundraising. This is an information show. But you should know that right after this show, actually, we're going to do a live stream with DJ Malachi. Let's go ahead and put up that information. DJ Malachi, who is the host of Motown on Mondays, and that airs Sundays at 10 p.m.
Mhm.
It's coming. Here it is. DJ Malachi. We're going to do a live stream. We're going to do it today, December 13th, and we're going to do it right after this, right after On the Deck. So we're going to go off live here, and then we are going to maybe about 5-10 minutes, and then we're going to be on. Although let's see, and you know what? Actually, DJ Malachi is here. Malachi, he's behind the scenes. You can see it. Malachi, how long you think until you're done setting up?
15 minutes?
He says he'll be done in 15 minutes.
minutes.
15 minutes. So about 15 minutes from now, if you're watching live. If you're watching this after the fact, you see that information there that's underneath that says you go to twitch.tv at KPFA Radio. That's where we're going to broadcast it on the station's platform. But it's also going to be broadcasted on at DJ Malachi 510. Now that's his twitch.tv platform. And the cool thing, what I'm super excited about this, when we think about like New Year's resolutions, like new ways to fundraise, he's going to give us a live DJ set of music, and that will be the fundraiser. So I'm going to tell you where you can go for the fundraiser. You see how I'm not telling you where to go to like donate or anything like that, because we don't fundraise on this show. We give you information, and the information I'm telling you to is right after this. Go ahead, go to twitch.tv. Log on to at KPFA Radio or log on to at DJ Malachi 510 and check out a cool little show. And I think I got I busted out my Santa suit, my Mrs. Claus suit, right? I think DJ Malachi is going to wear a little Santa hat because it's our holiday fund drive. This is new ways that we're trying fund driving, so our fundraising, because usually we're just like on the radio and like call in, blah, 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 and that's great, right? But again, the goal of this show is to move the station forward into the new realm of interwebs, technology, social media. digital platforms. And so we want to get more shows that are put on by KPFA on our digital platforms. We want to get more people to follow us on our digital platforms. We need more help. We need more followers on our social media platforms. And so that's what this is all. That's right. Follow us on social media. That's Facebook at KPFA 94.1 or Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at KPFA Radio. And that also includes twitch.tv and TikTok at KPFA Radio. That's how you find us on the interwebs. So DJ Malachi is going to be there. He's going to be playing some Motown bits.
I'm looking forward to this because at one point in my life, I was driving home and I turned on KPFA and I was wanting to dance. I'm like, oh, Motown on Mondays. So fun. So I'm looking forward to it.
Right.
And I'll be listening to it. I'll be watching it from twitch.tv.
Ooh, that's so nice to say. Oh, I'm looking at his holiday cap right now. It's looking really, really good. Yeah. He's showing it to me. So we're going to be there. That's going to be a fundraiser for KPFA. But in the meantime, we hope you guys, again, thank you guys for listening and supporting KPFA because, again, we're going through it. Right. We were having some little struggles, but, there's always, everybody always struggles. But we are a 73-year-old radio station. So we've been around for a long time. So we've been through it. We've been through
through a lot.
Yeah.
So we'll get through this.
So we're not trying to leave what is it? Do not go quietly into the night. We will give them a fight, right? So and then with that, I think it's time for our donor highlight. We still got to get sounds. We're going to get on the sounds. But highlighting a donor for the week, we want to say thank you to Elizabeth from Berkeley, California for donating to the station and helping us keep us up here. And so thank you guys all so much. Again, you can always log on to kpfa.org. Right? If you want more information, if we talked about something in this segment, go ahead and look at the text in the post. I know we played a whole news story for you, and that information you can log on to that again by checking out that post text because it gives you the link there to find out like that blog, to find out where you can see that video again because you're like, wait a minute, what did they say? What did they say? Go look at what we said again. It's all there. And again, remember, listen to KPFA Radio at 94.1 FM. Thank you guys so much. And I think we're going to about to get ready for this live stream with DJ Malachi. Now I want to ask, Antonio, are you going to be here next week? Next week, you're going to be here, right?
Oh, no. I'll be gone next week.
Next week.
Tomorrow I'll be traveling and I should be available to connect online, off-site.
Outside. So we're gonna do the off the deck version of on the deck.
We're gonna do the off the deck on the deck.
Okay, good. All right.
Yeah. I guess I won't find out till I get to my parents' place and see how bad or good the internet is.
Note to self. All right.
If not, then if I'm phoning it in, then it means that the internet is bad there.
Note to self. Okay. So we still plan to be here next week and we look forward to seeing you guys next week. Again, my name is mikO Tolliver. You can find me around on the interwebs at mikO Tolliver. That is with 2 L's. And I'm here with our interim general manager, Antonio Ortiz, who is helping to steer this Titanic of a ship during this massive iceberg, but it's okay. It's okay. We're going to make it.
Let's not use that.
No, because we're not going down.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Okay. We're just going through the storm.
Going through the storm.
And we want to say thank you also to our PA, Jess Hutchison, who is working the controls behind the screen, making sure that we can be hands-free. And so with that,
it's so awesome to have somebody working with us.
Right.
And thank you to the Pacific Coast Community Services for bringing Jess to us.
Yes. And then also, I think Jess is actually going to get ready to put up our On the Deck logo. He's going to take down that Antonio Ortiz sign and put up our logo so you can see we're ending On the Deck today. Thank you again so much for being here. We appreciate you guys. Make sure to tune in, stay live, wait for a few minutes, and we're going to be back with DJ Malachi's live stream, or you can go check it if you're watching afterwards. Thanks so much, everybody. Bye.